guys, so we are in my bathroom because I think that is the best place to do this video. So as you can tell obviously by the title, I will be piercing my conch by myself. Just a disclaimer, I have to put this out here. I do not recommend piercing yourself at home, tattooing yourself at home, all of the above. Go to a professional if you are not experienced in piercings or tattoos. Like, just don't. It can be very dangerous. You can mess up, do something wrong. So, you know, I'm just saying it's not my fault if you're doing it at home and you mess up because you watch this video. So, I'm not responsible for anybody who messes up their piercings or bleeds a lot or whatever. This is just something I wanted to do, something my choice, and I have pierced my own body in the past. I've done my 3rd lobes. So I'm just saying, I'm putting that out there. Don't do it yourself. Go to a professional. So anyway, let's get back into this. I bought a kit online, and it came with forceps. I don't know if I'll be able to use these because of where the area is. These might not be too big for that. I'll see. So brand new, never been open. It came with some different jewelry choices. I'll be using a flat back labrette. I have it and the needle in here soaking in alcohol. It came with 3 16 gauge and 2 14 gauge needles. It also came with gloves, which I will not be using gloves because they're too big. They don't fit. They keep sliding off. I've got small hands. So we'll be using them. But I did wash my hands with antibacterial soap. So my hands are clean. I have a marker to mark where I need it. And I also have sea salt water in a shot glass for afterwards cleaning. I've got Q-tips, cotton balls, just in case I bleed, because it is a very thick cartilage, so there's a possibility I might bleed. And that's what this is for also, just in case. So let's pull my hair back out of the way so that we can do this thing. Alright. Now, I'm going to have to go get a small mirror. Alright, so I have a mirror, so I'm just going to mark where I want it. I am going to be using a flashlight so I don't hit any veins. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so I did clean the whole area with alcohol first. And then I marked it. So, I'm not going to lie, my adrenaline is up a little bit. So I'm probably going to bleed a lot. Because most of my piercings, they do bleed because my adrenaline pumps every time. So, I'm going to see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and get the needle and the jewelry out, dry it off with a cotton ball. Okay, set that to the side. I'm gonna see if these will actually work. I seriously doubt they will, but it'd be nice if they do. But I'm not crossing my fingers for it. Okay. Set my mirror up here. I don't think that's gonna work because the way my ear bends right there, I don't know that that would work. and it might. It's gonna really pinch my ear. But I feel like I would have a better chance of doing it with my hands, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just because it's weird with the way my ear bends, it's so. Let's see if I can do this. You know what? I might go ahead and use these. It's through. See if I can get a close up. That actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I definitely felt the crunch. Like, I heard it and felt it. It was like sticking a needle through a Rice Krispie treat or something. But it's really hot. I don't know if you can see the needle in there. All the way through. And it's so weird because I feel like with that being such thick cartilage, I would think it would hurt 10 times worse, but that wasn't bad at all. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna clean it with the sea salt and get it nice and moisturized and wet. Because jewelry, piercings and piercing jewelry slide in a lot better when it's wet. And I was gonna put some petroleum jelly on the end of it, but I couldn't find it, so. Alright. Now, this is the tricky part, putting the jewelry through, because I can't see the back of my ear. So, we'll see. I can get it in. I might have to do this part off camera because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so what I had to end up doing, because that jewelry was a flat back labret, I had to end up not using it because I had to pierce it frontwards, and the labret is supposed to be facing back. So because the needle end is down here, there's no way to push the jewelry through the back. So I'm gonna have to use just a flat barbell with 2 balls on the end, which will be totally fine. It'll be fine. So that's what I'm gonna have to use. So now I can put jewelry through. Shit. Okay, so it finally worked. Now, this is exactly what I meant on my disclaimer. Why you shouldn't do it at home, because complications can happen. Or you just completely screw up your piercing completely. I thought I almost did. Luckily I didn't. I was able to get the jewelry through. But it wasn't easy. Doing the piercing, it actually didn't really hurt. But trying to get that little jewelry in, that hurt. So, we have it in there. There was quite a bit of blood going on. Not too bad, but, you know. So now I'm just going to clean it really, really good. And this is actually a long enough barbell that it'll leave room for swelling. Like, if I push it up a little bit, there's plenty of room in there for swelling. Yeah, I am bleeding a little bit, but what I'm cleaning it with is my sea salt, my sea salt water that I made up, because the salt will help it stop bleeding. And it also cleans it very well, so that's what I'm doing. Making sure I'm getting all the blood off. I actually didn't bleed that bad in the back, mainly in the front. But yeah, so what do you do on your typical Monday night? Here's my ears. So that is it. I actually really love it. Like, that's exactly where I wanted it. So let me bring it closer. So that's it. If you guys want, I can make updates after a few weeks to show how it's doing and how it's healing. So it's so cute and like so random. That's why I like conch piercings. They're in such a random place. But the piercing itself, I didn't think was as bad as some of my others I've gotten. I think my dais probably hurt worse than this as far as the piercing itself. The only thing that made this hurt was the trying to put the jewelry in, because I guess with this kit, for some reason, the jewelry has a hard time fitting into the needle. So we're done with this needle. I will not be reusing needles. So we're done with that one. Clean the blood out from underneath my fingernails. Ain't that attractive? Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was longer than I wanted it to be, but yep, I do plan on doing maybe 1 or 2 on this ear, and I might do my tragus on this side in the future. So yeah, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't do it at home. Do as I say, not as I do. Bye.